Give thanks if you are not living paycheck to paycheck or are not homeless like many Americans. I hope everyone is having a nice Thanksgiving. This is a time to give thanks for all of the good things in your life. Keep in mind, most people have problems, but everyone has things to be thankful for. If you are in a position where you can help people who are struggling, please consider doing so. I read an interesting article today on ZeroHedge.com, written by Michael Snyder, titled, "For millions of Americans, this holiday season will be a season of very deep suffering." According to the author, most of the country is living paycheck to paycheck. The number of homeless Americans is higher than ever. Demand at food banks is back to pandemic levels. And many victims of Hurricane Helene are living in very thin tents and are not getting the help that they need from the government. Here are my thoughts. My heart goes out to these people who are suffering. It is sad to read about all of this happening here in America, which is often regarded as one of the finest countries in the world. I'm not surprised to read about people living paycheck to paycheck. Many people haven't seen their pay increase to keep pace with inflation. What's really scary to me is that many of these people are likely not setting money aside for retirement. If they are working full-time right now and struggling financially, imagine what life might be like in the future when they reach an age where they can no longer work, but they lack the savings to sustain their preferred lifestyle. I think there may be some rough times ahead here in America for countless people. Getting back to the article, the author said 22% of U.S. renters say that their regular income goes toward rent payments. This comes from a Redfin commissioned survey. Working a second job is fairly common. The author said, if all of your income is going to paying rent, you are just one step away from being homeless. The author went on to reference Bank of America, who revealed that there was a 10% jump in those that are living paycheck to paycheck between 2019 and 2024. Well, my friends, this is reality for many people here in America. I worry about what is going to happen to people like this if and when our economy slows. Some people may no longer be able to work two jobs. Some people may not even be able to find one job. We have been living during unusual times in the past few years. There could come a time when people struggle to find good employment. The key word is good. But that's just what I think. And what do I know? I'm just some guy on YouTube. What do you think? Share your thoughts in the comment section below. I read an interesting article today on foxbusiness.com, written by Breck Dumas, titled, "The Majority of Americans Lack Economic Security Study Finds." The author of this article referenced a recent report from the Urban Institute, which revealed that 52% of people in the U.S. are economically insecure and unable to thrive. 3 out of 5 children live in families with resources falling below the true cost of economic security line. 49% of adults ages 18 to 64 also fall below this line. It's a little better for adults 65 and older because only 46% of them fall below this line. Here are my thoughts. I hate to hear about this. For a country that is supposedly a superpower, this sure doesn't sound good. We spend a lot of money to fund one of the most powerful militaries in the world, but we have people in our country who are suffering. It seems to me like the trend is not headed in the right direction. Adults 65 and older are doing better than those who are 18 to 64. I personally see this trend continuing. Many older Americans were afforded more opportunities earlier in life than young people are today. Some young people today are in a more difficult situation. It is incredibly expensive to buy a new house. New vehicles are more expensive than ever. Healthcare is very pricey, and employers are not providing the same benefits that they once did. I read some of the comments beneath this article. I'll share some of them with you. The first commenter said, "When you take into account that Americans have limited factory jobs available, reduced educational standards, highest healthcare costs, and a government that has debased our currency, I am surprised it is that low. We need to reduce government spending, put education back in the hands of the states and local government, get every able-bodied person off welfare, and rewrite the welfare laws to discourage single-mother households. The next commenter said, "What about seniors who are over 70 years old? Nobody ever mentions us. Do they think it is easy keeping up with the true inflation on a fixed retirement income? Everything has gone up, from groceries to property taxes to insurance to utilities to Medicare, etc., except for my fixed retirement income. That never goes up. And if there is a cost of living adjustment within the retirement income, it never really reflects true inflation. Everybody talks about a living wage for hamburger flippers, but think about a living retirement for the seniors of this country, which, by the way, paid taxes all their lives and still pay taxes on their fixed retirement income." Another commenter said, "We do not have an improving economy. Inflation never got under control with the Biden administration. Unemployment numbers are high, with the bulk of new jobs being government jobs, which actually leach the taxpayers of their hard-earned money. The Fed was politicized, resulting in a falsely propped-up stock market. For those celebrating the recent market highs, look up the S&P 500 PE ratio. There are only 3 times in history where we had a PE of 30, just before the tech crash of 2000, just before the housing crash of 2008, and in the middle of COVID in 2020, when we were told not to go to work. Each time the market crashed by 40% or more." The last comment that I'll share with you came from someone who said, "More than half of American households have no understanding of economics, finance, or taxes. They have useless liberal arts degrees or no trade skills that would provide them with high-paying jobs. My wife is one of 5 siblings who had college paid for in full by their father, but they all majored in something stupid with no guidance from their generous father. The result? All 5 of them are between 38 to 53 years old, and not one of them earns close to $100,000 per year. And yes, they all have kids they can't afford and are broke. That's the picture for over half of households in this country. Fortunately, I put myself through college and grad school and went the finance route with a firm understanding of econ, taxes, and investing, and I am a self-made multimillionaire. The U.S. is the greatest country and a leader in finance, engineering, skilled trades, IT, and healthcare. If you're not in one of those fields, move to Europe or Canada for your government handouts." Well, my friends, these commenters always have interesting things to say. What do you think about all this? Share your thoughts in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video, consider subscribing to the channel. I want to extend a special thanks to everyone who has subscribed to this channel. I want to also thank all of my channel members. If you would like to become a channel member, there is a link in the description beneath this video. You can read more about the different membership levels. Please also check out some of the great books that I suggest you consider reading in the description below. I've included Amazon affiliate links to these books. As an Amazon associate, I earn from qualifying purchases. Stay healthy and wealthy. I'll see everyone in the next video.